Alternative R&B. Ever noticed how some modern R&B tracks feel dreamier or moodier than the radio? That's often alternative R&B, a strain of R&B that embraces indie, electronic, and experimental sounds. It's not your typical baby-making playlist. Instead, alt R&B can be atmospheric, introspective, and even a little spooky. Critics note that the production is often echo-laden and lofty, often using many synthesizers and filtered drums, giving a nostalgic nod to 80s Prince. And the lyrics aren't just about lovemaking, but also touch on spirituality and personal philosophy. The roots of alt R&B trace back to the 2000s and early 2010s. Artists and producers began remixing R&B with other styles, and the internet let them experiment outside the usual label-driven system. Around 2008 to 2010, Kanye West's 808s and Heartbreak hinted at new directions. Then artists like Drake took R&B hooks on mixtapes, for example, So Far Gone, which sets the stage for a broader cloud R&B sound and specific era of alt R&B. Two pioneers loom largest, Frank Ocean and The Weeknd. In 2011, both broke out with haunting internet-only releases. Frank Ocean's Nostalgia Ultra mixtape wove soft, soulful vocals with string samples and gaming references, immediately standing out. Music critics credit Ocean with pioneering alternative R&B through his distinctive style. The Weeknd, on the other hand, shocked listeners with House of Balloons, a mix of 80s synths, whispered falsetto, and dark lyrics about lovemaking and substance abuse. Both Ocean and Abel emerged from online buzz, Odd Future for Frank, and anonymous SoundCloud mixtapes for The Weeknd, and immediately cast a huge shadow over the scene. Frank was even named by some critics the most dominant artist of the 2010s, and Channel Orange pushed R&B to a new level of artistic depth. Once the gate was open, the rest of the 2010s saw alt R&B explode with unique sounds and aesthetics. In London, FKA Twigs redefined R&B. Twigs released ethereal EPs and the album LP1 in 2014. Kelela came out with Cut For Me, an acclaimed mixtape with R&B vocals over UK garage and bass music. Meanwhile, James Blake's second album, and Sam Dual, showed how delicate falsetto voices could ride jagged production. Entering the 2020s, alt R&B remains lively. Some early pioneers have become huge. Meanwhile, core alt artists continue to push the genre. Kelela released Raving in 2023, applying her signature futuristic R&B to new electronic textures. In London and beyond, names like Jesse Lanza, Neo, Georgia Smith, Moses Sumney, and Sevdaliza keep blending soulful vocals with electronic elements. Despite some debate over the label, alt R&B's impact is clear. It's carved out space for vulnerable R&B that can be ethereal. In short, alternative R&B has grown from a niche on SoundCloud into a fully fledged movement, one that continues to evolve with its core artists steering it forward into new, unexpected directions. If you want more stories like this, stories buried in sound and culture, hit subscribe and stay tuned. This is the Genre HQ, where stories live. Till then, Sweet Pepper checking out. Mia.